Okay. So just making any little adjustments to your posture that you need to make, making sure you feel like you can drop down into those seat bones, plant the feet on the floor, and gently lift up through your spine. Knowing that it's absolutely fine if you need to walk your bottom back towards the back of the chair and to try and rest your upper back into the chair, just maintaining as much as possible just the natural inward curve of your lumbar spine. Okay. Of course, there's always the option of maybe even popping a cushion behind your back if you had one handy, just for the quiet seated moments. Okay, so just settling in, and let's just either close the eyes if you're happy to do so, or just lowering your gaze and softening your focus, bringing your awareness inwards. So just beginning with a general awareness of how your body feels today. So what do you notice? Are there any strong sensations in the body? Maybe there are areas you don't feel very much. Maybe there's heat, maybe there's coolness, tingling, maybe some discomfort, maybe pleasant sensations. And just remembering to take care as you work through the movements, through the class today. Just being kind to yourself, gentle with yourself. Taking care of any delicate areas. When you're ready, you can start to focus on your breathing. So perhaps noticing movement in the belly. Maybe a little bulge as you breathe in and sinking back as you breathe out. Just letting your body breathe freely. So at this point, we're not controlling the breath. We're just noticing it, coming and going. See if it's possible to be aware of the whole of the in-breath and the whole of the out-breath. And we're going to very gradually start to deepen the in-breath. So when you're ready, just breathing in a little bit more deeply, nice and smoothly through your nose. And then breathing out. So just deepening your in-breath, focusing on your in-breath. And if you like, you can sigh out the out-breath through your mouth. So breathing in, nice, slow, deep in-breath through the nose. And sighing the out-breath out slowly through your mouth. So you're making that kind of whispery sound as you breathe. And use your out-breath as an opportunity to let go of tension. Focusing on the whole body, letting go, or maybe part of the body. And after your next breath, just simply allow your body to breathe for you once again. And set your intention for the class. So perhaps thinking of a word or an affirmation, a short, simple, positive affirmation that you can take with you and remind yourself of throughout the class. So you might want to use the same one you've used previously. And there is a certain power in that, using the same one again and again. Or there might be something new you want to focus on. So just repeating that to yourself just a couple of times. And then when you're ready, if your eyes are shut, just blinking them open. Okay, and taking your awareness all the way down to your feet, and just feeling how your feet are resting on the floor. And just start by giving your toes a nice wiggle, just to wake them up. Seeing how the toe joints feel this morning. And it's always nice just to do a few heel raises, just one side to the other. And then we can try and do a few heel toe taps. So settling the feet down, then just bringing your feet to the floor and then your toes, bringing your toes to the exact same spot as your heel was, if that's possible. Just a few of these. Doing your best to keep your awareness down in the foot, the ankle, and the leg. Checking in with your breath from time to time. Making sure you're not holding it. Okay, switch legs whenever you're ready. Just working at your own pace. Okay, and then planting the feet down. Let's do some ankle rotations. So just extending your leg and begin to rotate your ankle. Noticing how that movement has kind of ripple effect up into the muscles of the lower legs. You might even feel it higher up the leg and the other way. Be sure to breathe freely. Okay, and then the other side whenever you're ready. Nice rotation. See if this side feels any different. Are there any parts of the rotation that your ankle wants to skip? Go the other way if you haven't already. Okay, good stuff. And then just lightly grasping your kneecaps and just gently sliding the hands down either side of your kneecaps, thumb on one side, fingers on the other. Just applying comfortable pressure, noticing if there's any sort of tender spots, and work lightly there. Okay, and then it's quite nice just to kind of use the whole of the palm of the hand and just circle gently around the knee. And if you can reach, you can gently use your fingertips and circle lightly into the back of the knee, that space behind the knee joint. See what you notice here. Do they feel the same, or is one knee a bit different from the other? Okay, good. And then sitting up, you'll be taking your hands, slide them up your thighs and just rub the outer thighs. rub the outer hip joint. Okay, and then just focusing on the hip. We'll just do a few hip circles. So just bringing the knee up and rotating it gently outwards and then back to center. You can make this a really tiny movement, or if it feels all right, you can go a little bigger. And the other way. Check in with your breathing here. There's a certain amount of core effort required to keep you upright when you're working your leg in this way, so that can sometimes restrict your breath. Okay, switch sides whenever you're ready. Just have a go to the other side, see how you feel. See if it feels different on this side. And the other way. Good, take a rest. Take a wee rest. All right, let's work into the spine a little bit now. So let's focus on our belly dancer movement. Just hopefully enjoy a nice circular movement of the upper body. Just imagine you're leading the movement with your lower ribs. Maybe breathing freely, or perhaps bringing breath and movement together somehow. Maybe breathing in as you reach forward and out as you come back. Make sure you go both ways if you haven't already. Circle the other way. This is quite a nice movement. Gets the upper body moving. Also goes down to the hips a little bit too. You feel the weight shifting on your pelvis, shifting through your feet. Okay, and then just circling your way back to center, and we'll focus on our cat pose. So very gently begin to round your spine, tuck your chin. You can slide your hands down towards your knees. And then slowly sitting up, sliding the hands back up to the top of your thighs, drawing your elbows back and lifting your chest, looking gently upwards. So just working with that. Either breathing freely, or you can exhale and focus on your belly as you round your spine, drop your chin. And you can inhale and focus on your chest. So just feel your way up and down the spine. Good, and then just find your way back to your seated mountain pose, feet flat on the floor, toes spreading, spine nice and upright. Okay, and just relax your arms. Let's give them a shake out. Good. Okay, and let's do a few arm rings. I always call them arm rings. We're wringing out the arms. So just turning the palms out and feeling that spiral traveling all the way up into your shoulders, maybe even into your chest a little bit, and then the other way. Okay. So you can let the spine join in just as if you were doing cat pose, if you like. Just to make it more of a whole body movement. You might find this happens naturally anyway. Your spine changes shape. Inhale, opening out. Take the movement all the way down to your fingertips. And then exhale, fingertips all the way up into your spine. And just work at your pace, your rhythm. And then on your next exhale, just come back to your seated mountain, and we'll do a few shoulder rolls. So when you're ready, just rolling the shoulders up, back and down. Just enjoy a few nice deep breaths as you do this. Just noticing the condition of your shoulders this morning. How do they feel? And the other way, whenever you're ready. And then let them settle. Let's do a few what the heck breaths. So breathe in, scrunch the shoulders up towards your ears, and then dump them down, sigh the breath out. So breathing in. One more. Okay, good. And another wee shake out. Okay, so let's just do a little bit of finger massage, just grasping your thumb between, well, your thumb and fingers, grasping your thumb and just sliding down, applying pressure and sliding down the length of the thumb, taking a little squeeze at the end, squeezing the tip of the thumb, and then release. And just work your way down all of your fingers, applying pressure and sliding down the length of your finger, squeeze the tip and release. So just a second or two for each finger. Just sliding, and obviously being careful of any sort of delicate joints there, acknowledging them. We shake out when you've done one hand and then move on to your other side. Squeeze the tip and release. Okay, good. Another quick shake out as if you're flicking off stagnant energy. Okay, so we'll do fingertip touches now. So we're going to do this with closed eyes, and you can point your index fingers and see if you can take your hands wide apart and then bring the tips of your index fingers to touch. Whoa, I missed. Okay, so this is all about your kind of proprioceptive awareness. Try it with the next finger, middle finger. See if you can get the tips to touch without looking. And then ring finger. And then little finger. So really try and sense your fingers as they move through space, sense the tips of your fingers and see, oh, missed again. Okay, when you've done, just give them another wee shake off. And then folding the arms, we haven't done this one for a wee while. Just as you would if you're just sort of waiting for something, one hand sort of visible, the other hand tucked in. And then see if you can switch sides. Okay, the other hand visible, other hand tucked in. Okay, so it may be that you've got to do this really slowly and deliberately to start off with, till your kind of brain gets used to that patterning in your body. And if you are used to it, you can challenge yourself a bit more by going a little bit faster. This is good, sort of left side, right side of the brain, left side, right side of the body. Okay. And then when you're ready, when you're done, let's just interlace our fingers. Okay. And then interlace them the opposite way with the opposite index finger on top. So it feels a little bit weird. Okay, good. And then from there, just turn your palms outwards and gently stretch up towards the ceiling. Have a nice stretch up. Maybe take a couple of breaths here if it feels okay, but know you can release it at any time. And then slowly coming down. Keep the fingers clasped together, and then we'll just wave through the hands, wave through the wrists, the elbows. This is a nice movement for just kind of releasing tension in the upper body, the arms, the shoulders. Okay, excellent. And then give everything a final shake out. Okay, good. Coming back to your seated mountain, sitting up. If you wish, you can close the eyes or lower your gaze. And again, just bring your awareness into the whole of the body. And just notice if your body feels any different now than it did at the beginning of the class. Are there any noticeable changes in your body? Or maybe in your mind, your emotions? You might want to bring to mind your intention once again. Just bring that to mind and maybe repeat that a few times, just reminding yourself what that was. And when you're ready, opening the eyes. Bringing your palms together in front of the chest. Okay. So from here, we're just going to move into gentle side bends, working into our spine a wee bit more. We're just going to reach up with one hand and place the other on our thigh. And just imagine you're reaching for something. It's just out of your reach. And if you wish, you can ease over to one side. Good. And then reaching up. And bringing your palms together again. And switch sides. Reaching up on this side. You can stay here or you can ease over into a side bend. Okay, so just work with this at your own pace. A couple more times to each side. Reaching up and gently over. Try breathing out as you ease into the side bend and breathing in as you reach up. If that doesn't work for you, just breathe easily and freely. Take your time, just kind of feel your way through the movement. Maybe it's getting a wee bit easier the more you repeat it, maybe not. So just finishing off, back in your seated mountain when you're ready. Take a few breaths, check through your body. Excellent. Allowing your arms to float out to shoulder height. Good. And we're going to inhale and reach up, cross the arms over, and exhale, drop them down. So keep this movement going. Inhale, reach up. You can look up if you like. And exhale, drop down. One more in this direction. And then can you reverse that? So lifting your crossed arms up, out and down. Maybe try crossing them with the opposite arm on top. Good. All the way down to finish. Excellent. Give your shoulders a little wriggle, jiggle, whatever feels nice, whatever will help you release tension there in the tops of the shoulders. Good. And then we'll take the arms out again. And this time come into cactus arms, hands pointing up towards the ceiling. Okay. And I don't really mind how high you lift the elbows, but no higher than shoulder height. You can have them a bit lower if you need to. And then from here, we're going to explore a little side bend again. So just ease over to one side And slowly up. And then ease to the other side. And slowly up. So if you can do that once more to each side. Think of one side of the body really shortening, one side opening. And then again, just let the shoulders take a wee rest. Okay, if you want to, you can breathe in, scrunch them up towards your ears, and breathe out, let them go. Do that again if you need to. Breathe out, let them go. Excellent. Once again, bringing palms together in front of you. And this time, we're going to come into a twist. So float the arms out to about shoulder height, and then slowly turn the body to one side and allow your gaze to turn to look towards your back hand. And then coming back to center, bring your palms together in front of your chest. Okay, try that to the other side, reaching out and turn. Let your head follow your hand. And slowly back to center. Give your shoulders a wee rest. We'll do that once more to each side. Okay, so when you're ready, reaching arms out, gently turn. So feel that turning action in your torso. Breathe. Just breathing freely, coming back to center. Once more. Coming back to center. Good, and then let the arms come down. Excellent. One more of these what the heck breaths. So just breathe in, scrunch up, breathe out, let go. Give the arms a shake. Good. So come to our cobra pose now. So just grasping the sides or the back of your chair. I'm just turning sideways just so you can really see my spine. So you can grasp the back of your chair or the base of your chair. And then just think of, as we do in our cat pose, think of lifting the chest. So you're coming to a little back bend with the help of the chair. And just hold it for a few breaths. Taking the movement into the back of the heart, the upper back. And then relax and release when you're ready, folding the arms in front of your chest, giving yourself a nice hug. And then allow your spine to gently round, your chin to drop, and just take a few breaths here, focusing on the back of your body. Can you feel the breath moving in the back of your body? Can you feel sensations in the back of the body? Once more, we'll just ease up into our cobra. So just one more. Just lifting the chest. Remembering that the back of your neck is also part of your spine. So feeling that it's integrated with the upper back. So you're not pulling your chin up too aggressively. It's just a nice gentle lift of the chin. Your neck feels long and comfortable. When you're ready to go into your counter pose, give yourself a hug, maybe with the arms crossed in the opposite direction, and gently round your back. Either looking down, fixing your gaze at a point on the floor, or closing your eyes. And just breathe into the back of your body. Just a softly rounded spine. Good, and then slowly coming back up to your seated mountain. Nice, tall, long spine. Excellent. So from here, we'll go into our triangle pose, our seated triangle pose. Going to lift the chest so you're thinking tall, and then just hinging from the lower body, gently folding forward just a little bit, and then either bringing your hands or your elbows down onto your knees, whatever suits you best. Okay, and then from there you're going to just take the other hand and gently sweep it round to the side as much as is comfortable. Don't have to take it all the way around, but just listen to your body. Coming into a gentle twist. You can choose to look up at your hand, or if that's not comfortable, just find an alternative positioning for your head. Just a few breaths here, and when you're ready, just float that arm back down. Lengthen your spine and have a go to the other side. Just breathing easily and freely. Coming down when you're ready, just once more to each side. If that's okay with you, if that's comfortable in your body, once more to each side. Breathe. Notice as you hold it, if there's any tension creeping into the shoulders that doesn't need to be there. See if you can let it go. Good, calming down. And you can continue to rest hands or elbows on your knees, or if you wish, you can come all the way down to a nice forward fold. So it's totally up to you. You're comfortable doing so, you can gently drop your gaze, drop your head. And then we're going to roll gently up through the spine. So slowly does it, bringing your head up very last, but just take your time, giving your body time to adjust. All the way up. Excellent. Okay, coming back to your seated mountain. So from here, just taking one foot back, so the tiptoes, the balls of the foot, ball of the foot is touching the floor, and the front foot is well planted. And just having your knees in line with your feet. Okay, so they're not splaying out or rocking inwards, but they're in line with your feet. Okay, so we're going to stand up from this position. So make sure your feet are organized sufficiently so that you can weight bear, and if you choose to do so, stand fully up. Okay, it's up to you. Pressing down into your feet. You can hold the side of the chair. If you're a bit wobbly today, you might just want to hover, but if you're okay, you can stand all the way up. And then as slowly as you can, come all the way back down. Coming down to land. Okay, so can we do this a few times each side? Press into the foot, into the front foot and the ball of the back foot, come up. And then as slowly as you can, come down again. So this is really working on your leg strength. Once more. Good for balance. And just maintaining healthy mobility. Okay, so switch legs whenever you're ready. See how you get on this side. Okay, so one foot back, one foot forward, well planted. And make sure you can comfortably weight bear. Hovering if you're wobbly, but coming all the way up otherwise. Stretching out your legs and then slowly down, slowly, slowly. Make your leg muscles work a wee bit. Just again. At your own pace. Once more, if you're still with me. Okay, and then coming down to land. And then taking the feet a little bit wider now, a little bit wider than hip width. And again, organize them so that you can really press down into your feet. So you have the option to stand from this position as well, but you could also just come onto the feet and hover a little bit and then come down to land. So it's up to you. So when you're ready, pressing down into the feet and coming slowly up, just as much or as little as you want to. Come all the way up if you like. And then as slowly as you can, coming back down again. So the slower you go, usually the more challenging it is. So just make sure as you do this, your knees feel happy, hips feel happy. And what we're trying to do here is target the muscles, working on strengthening our muscles, which will in turn help support your joints. Good. And just taking your time, coming back to land one final time. And just bring your feet in, heel toe them in. Good. Okay, let's stretch out our legs. So one leg bent, the other leg long. We'll do our gentle forward fold, our hamstring stretch. Okay, so it's fine to keep a little bend in that long leg, pulling the toes up towards the ceiling to engage the calf a little bit more. Okay, and just taking your hands to rest on your thigh. Thinking tall, so sitting up nice and tall, get a bit of lift in your chest, maintaining that length in your spine. Just come forward until the back of that front leg just starts to speak to you a wee bit. Get a bit of a sensation in the back of the leg. Okay. Just hold it for a few breaths. And then come slowly back up again. Okay. We'll just do that once more on the same leg. So when you're ready, lift the chest and just gently fold. Gently does it. And then slowly up. And we'll switch legs. Thinking tall, breathing in and then breathing out. Easing forward. Just hold it for a few breaths. Just focus on maintaining a nice sense of length in your spine. You can experiment with slightly bent knee. You can pull the toes a little bit more strongly towards you if you're not feeling much. Check you're not gritting your teeth or scrunching up your eyes. Just breathe. And then we'll come slowly up. Okay. Can't remember if we've done that twice to that side or not. Completely forgotten. Do it once more for good measure, just in case. And when you're ready, slowly back up again. Good stuff. Okay. Sitting tall in your seated mountain. Take a few breaths, check through your body. Okay. So from here, I'd like you to lift one knee up towards you. You can clasp the back of the thigh, or if you can reach, take hold of the front of the shin. And then from there, we're just going to gently hug that knee towards us. Okay. And if it feels all right, you can drop your head down towards that knee. And then slowly lifting your chest, straightening your arms, and come into a gentle back bend, lifting up. So can we do this once more to this side, just taking your own time, feeling your way through the movement. No rush. And in your own time, just switch sides. Just back of thigh, front of the shin, whatever you can reach. And then hugging that knee towards you. And if it feels all right, dropping the head, rounding the spine. On your next in-breath, lifting up. So just once more, each way, in your own time. And then release. Good. Okay, we'll prepare ourselves to stand up now. So when you're ready, just rooting the feet. Okay. Before we do so, just take a nice deep breath and check through your body. How are you feeling? What was that intention again that you set at the beginning of class? Bring it to mind and take it with you. Okay, so making sure your eyes are open, feet well organized, ready to bear weight. So if you're choosing to do the standing section of this class, rooting down into your feet, strong legs, and coming all the way up. Good. Making your way to the back of your chair. Excellent. Coming to standing mountain. So just bringing your feet underneath your pelvis, spread your toes, and really tune into the soles of your feet in this pose. It might be helpful just to rock the weight forward towards the balls of the feet and rock the weight back towards the heels a few times, just to kind of get more of a sense of your feet and how the weight's dropping through them. You can even rock round in little circles, circling the weight around your feet. So my soles aren't actually leaving the floor, but I'm shifting the weight round in a circle, both ways. And then try to balance and distribute the weight nice and evenly across the soles of the feet, base of the big toe to the little toe, and the center of each heel. Okay, good. So using the back of the chair for support, let's slowly rise up onto our toes, lifting the heels as high as you can. And then back down again. You can try pulling the toes up away from the floor when you come back down. So let's do that a few times, rocking up, heels high, and back down again. Try lifting and spreading your toes. You might want to breathe in as you come up, and breathe out as you come back down again, or just simply breathe easy. So another very, very useful exercise, and another one that I would recommend doing when you get a wee moment, just to keep the feet, the muscles of the feet mobile and strong and healthy. Okay, excellent. All right, so I'd like you to take one foot forward and one foot back. So just take a moment to organize yourself in this position. So you feel nice and comfortable. You can root both feet, spread your toes. And we're just going to, if your right foot's forward, you'll be taking your opposite arm out to the front and vice versa. Okay, opposite arm and leg forward. And then from there, we're going to slowly open that arm out to the side and come into a spiral. Front leg long. Okay, so let your gaze turn and look at your thumb. Just take a few breaths here in the twist. And then when you're ready on your next exhalation, just bring the arm back to the front. And we'll allow our front knee to bend this time. So you're aligning your knee more or less over your ankle. And you're going to inhale and reach that arm up, gently lifting your chest, rooting into your back heel, into your warrior one pose. Slowly coming down, straightening the front leg. We'll come back into that spiral, so just take it nice and slow. Nice and slow, breathing easy. And then once more into our warrior one. So allow that front knee to bend, knee over ankle, and then take a nice inhale and lift up. Just enjoy a nice stretch up without strain, just stretching up, rooting your back heel, breathing easy. And then slowly coming down. Good, finding the back of the chair with your hand. And let's take a wee stretch back into down dog. It's quite nice just to walk back and get a bit of a stretch through the whole of your torso. And if it feels good, you can kind of pedal the feet, bending one knee, then the other, and reaching into your seat bones. Good. And then just kind of walk your way forward again. And can we switch legs now? So it's exactly the same to the other side, but switch legs, opposite foot forward. Okay, just make sure you feel well supported through your feet. Okay, and raise the opposite arm. So whichever leg is forward, raise the opposite arm. Same thing, round you go, front leg lengthens as we spiral round, looking at our thumb. Maybe take a few nice deep breaths into your chest, your heart space. Keep your gaze fixed. And then slowly coming back. Still gazing at the thumb. And then allow your front knee to bend and reach up. Take a nice deep breath in. If you can, holding this for just a breath or two. Whenever you're ready, just coming on down. And we'll repeat that once more. So just take your time, spiraling round, just feeling the turning of your body. How far down your body does the movement want to go? Coming back to the front. Bending that front knee and reaching up. Few breaths here if you can. Root into your back heel. Take your awareness up the legs, through the pelvis, up the spine, all the way up to your fingertips. And then coming down. Good. Step your foot forward this time and bring your feet to about hip width. And just allow your pelvis to circle, just circling your pelvis, your hips. Just loosening off. And the other way. Good. And then bringing your feet back in underneath you. And we'll just practice a little bit of balance to finish off our standing sequence. So, rooting the weight through one foot, doesn't matter which foot, just pick a foot, spread the toes, anchor that foot. And then I'd like you just to float your other knee forward and out to the side. Okay. And then forward and down. Okay, so can we work with that from side to side at your own pace, rooting one foot. See if you can look straight ahead of you to help keep your body nice and upright. Lifting the knee up and out to the side. It's up to you how big you make the movement, how little you make the movement. Just listen to your body. And for anyone who wants to challenge their balance more, of course, you can explore lifting one hand or maybe both hands off the chair. So just finishing off. So you've done an even amount to both sides. Coming back to your standing mountain when you're ready. Bringing head over heart, heart over hips, hips over heels. And just take a few breaths here, see how you feel. If you want to, you can bring the arms down by the sides of your body, fully standing on your 2 feet. If your balance is good, you can close the eyes. And then when you're ready, opening eyes and finding your way back round to the front of your chair. Okay, back of the knees lightly touching the front of your chair. Coming down ever so slowly if you can. Take your time. Make those legs work. All the way down. Good. So just make yourself comfortable now. So if you need to take a little extra support from a cushion or the back of the chair, or you want to put on a jumper, a blanket, please do. Just make yourself comfortable. So just settling in, adjusting, making any final last minute adjustments to your posture so you feel comfortable. And take your awareness to your breathing. Just letting your body find its own comfortable, natural, steady rhythm. What I'd like you to do is bring the palms of your hands together and just give them a really vigorous rub. So this is to increase sensation in the palms of the hands so that we can feel them more easily. I'm going to do a breathing exercise, but our focus is going to be on the palms of the hands. Okay, so once you've done that, just bring your hands to rest on your thighs, bringing your left palm up, okay? So we're going to breathe in and focus on the left palm. Turn your left palm down, right palm up, and breathe out and focus on your right palm. Breathe in, still focusing on your right palm. Switch hands and breathe out, focus on your left palm. So that would be one round. So we'll just repeat this. In, focusing on your left palm. Switch hands, out, right palm. In, right palm. Switch hands, out, left palm. So keep it going at your own pace. In, left, switch, out, right. In, right, switch, out, left. In, left, switch, out, right. In, right, switch, out, left. Keep it going at your own pace. Nice slow breath. Just continuing to focus on the feeling and the sensation of your palms. Next time you find yourself with the left palm turned up, turn both palms up. And as you breathe in and out, just focus on both palms. Almost as if you're receiving the breath through the palms of the hands. And then turning your palms down. And see if it's possible to focus on your whole body. Gently breathing. Almost as if your whole body is just ever so slightly expanding on the in-breath and releasing on the out-breath.